What's up? Welcome to Country with Noah. Today I am going to be reviewing Shawn by Shawn Mendes. And before you ask, why are you reviewing a pop record on your country channel? I'm also going to start covering singer-songwriter pop acts on here as well. So think like Ed Sheeran or um, Taylor Swift or Shawn Mendes or like even Sabrina Carpenter to a certain extent. Like think those type of acts, right? I'm also gonna start covering those acts on this channel as well because I feel that it fits better on here. Cause country music is very like the songwriting is the most important part of country music, right? And I feel that me talking about songwriting is um very important to this channel's growth, which this album does a lot of, right? Like, I call this album a therapy album because it sounds like Shawn Mendes went through therapy making this album, like musical therapy. Like, you guys know, I use music as therapy, right? So, um, he goes through therapy. Like, there's songs on here where he talks about um, his sexuality. There's songs on here where he talks about his mental health. Um, Songs like Why, The Mountain, his version of Hallelujah is dope. Um, I was actually not expecting that. Like, I wasn't expecting him to do like a gospel hymn, but he did it, and it was really good. Um, for me personally, well, my favorite song on this project is Heavy because he's talking about some deep stuff, right? Some deep, like the whole album is deep and stuff like that with the stuff that he talks about. And I respect artists that are this vulnerable in their music. I don't care what genre you are. I respect you for being this vulnerable in music because music, if it's hip hop, if it's R&B, if it's country, if it's rock, if it's pop, right? If you're vulnerable, like people are gonna relate to you and stuff like that. And he talks a lot about his anxiety, and he talks a lot about love and stuff like that, and how he had to cancel the Wonder tour, um, and the stuff that he's been going through for the last 2 years. This album came out in 2024, but I didn't know where to review it. So now I do, because again, I'm going to start covering more singer songwriters on here as well. Right? And yeah, for me, this album is good. Is it his best album? No, but it's definitely his most personal album to me. And I would strongly recommend giving it a listen. Like even if you don't like Shawn Mendes' pop stuff, because I love Shawn Mendes' pop stuff. I think he has a great, like, this is still pop music, but like his radio hits, like Senorita, and I would still recommend listening to this album if even if you don't consider yourself a Shawn Mendes fan. And why I would do that is I think you'll gain a new era of respect for him, right? Because I am a Shawn Mendes fan, and I completely um, gained a new respect for him as a songwriter, right? Because I always thought, like, for the last few years, like, I thought Shawn Mendes has a great voice, but, like, I really wanted to see him open up like this, and this album does that in spades. So, again, even if you're not a Shawn Mendes fan, I would strongly recommend listening to this album because I think anybody, no matter if you're a fan of Shawn Mendes like myself, or if you haven't heard of him before, or if you aren't a fan of his music, I think anybody would at least give this album a shot and see how vulnerable and open he gets on this album. And yeah, so for me, I would give this album like a 7 out of 10. And yeah, if you enjoy this review, I ask that you please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.